Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Caravan of Garbage, where we're wrapping up our That's a Comic Book Movie series of videos that we're doing, number 4.
We're wrapping this up with the most That's a Comic Book Movie that we've ever done.
Some would say technically it's not a comic book movie at all.
Seems like one of your tricks, doesn't it? You wily japester. You mischievous little imp, James. You're always up to little things. Mostly on those videos where you quiz me about stuff and then you lie about it. But I feel it's seeped into this. Because this, people can't see it, I'm doing air quotes, based on a comic book.
Sure, it's based.
It is based. I mean, this movie is based. It's
People still say that?
No, I don't know.
Do people still leave a like on videos?
I think so.
Yeah, good.
This is based on a comic book.
Yeah.
But it's based on an unpublished comic
Absolutely.
book. You may as well say this is based on a dream a guy had. I mean, all movies are based on a dream a guy had.
Sure.
But, this barely counts.
Do you want some background then?
Had I known, James, that you were going to pull this stunt, this egregious stunt, I would have said, I guess that's fine. I don't care. Whatever. I haven't seen Oblivion. I'll see it.
Or do Tank Girl?
Or do Tank Girl.
Yeah.
It's free on YouTube now, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll get to Tank Girl. We'll come back to this again.
Tank Girl definitely has barbed wire vibes.
Sure.
So I think this is I think this progression here is a little bit more interesting because
Wow.
we've gone from.
That's the first time you've ever vaguely complimented me.
I don't know if it's a compliment. Sometimes I'm just saying words based on a dream I had. But I feel like we've gone from like a couple real stinkers that have some highlights to them to this movie, which unfortunately is just mostly competent. It's a mostly competent, fine bit of movie making. You know what I mean?
Don't enjoy a Tom Cruise sci-fi action epic? This might be my third favourite one of his that he's done.
Is it your third favourite movie?
Of all time?
Yes.
Yes. It goes Lord of the Rings 1, Lord of the Rings 2.
The movie Oblivion. Okay, great. Terrific.
I do like this one, though. I've always liked it. Mm-hmm. And look, if I had to rank the Tom Cruise sci-fi epics, discounting Mission Impossible and other films that have sci-fi elements, I would say Minority Report number 1.
Okay, great.
Edge of Tomorrow number 2.
Pretty good. Interesting choice of 1 and 2. I would have switched them, but go ahead.
Sure. I would put War of the Worlds if the first 15 minutes was just the movie, but Oblivion sneaks in there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And then the first 15 minutes of War of the Worlds, and then the rest of War of the Worlds is down the bottom.
There's some other stuff in there.
How would you rank the 3 Joseph Kosinski movies that exist? Oblivion, Top Gun Maverick, and the branded F1 movie product.
You're forgetting Tron. He did Tron too.
No, there's only 3.
We are going to look at that later in this year.
Great, I hope he finally makes it in 2011.
Anyway, so this is from Joseph Kosinski, as mentioned. It's based on a graphic novel.
And it's based.
Now, not on a dream, but he liked the bleak sci-fi stories from the 70s, and that's where this kind of comes from. And it starts like that. It's got that lonely man running around a wasteland kind of thing.
Once again, it's based on a graphic novel that didn't get made, and also he created it.
Yeah.
But only in his mind.
Yeah.
He imagined it in his mind.
So he was putting it together during the strike, and he couldn't get it off the ground for obvious reasons.
And morally, he went, well, I can't think of any screenplay ideas because that would be against the ideals of the strike, but I can think of a comic book. That doesn't even count. That's not even art.
Yeah. So then he pitched it to Radical Publishing. There was an 8-page treatment.
Radical Publishing.
Hell yeah, it's real too.
It is. Well, they published the Rick Remender comic book, The Last Days of American Crime, which I liked and was turned into a Netflix movie, which is atrocious.
So he brought an 8-page treatment to Comic-Con in 2010.
Okay.
The next day...
Comic books are 8 pages, right?
Yeah.
Is 8 pages, that's enough.
It's good enough.
It's enough for you guys.
The next day, Tom Cruise's agent called him because somehow Tom Cruise got his hands on that.
Wow.
Yeah. And so Joseph Kosinski pitched it to Tom Cruise, just the idea of it. And then that's how it moved forward. It got purchased by Disney, but they didn't want to make the PG-13 version of this. So then they let it lapse and it ended up at Universal. Does this comic exist at all?
I don't think so.
Beyond the 8-page treatment, which is unobtainable on the internet as far as I know.
Maybe it comes in a little tiny format to fit in a DVD case.
Sure.
Maybe you get the full Steelbook edition and it's Tom Cruise's head. And it's kind of weirdly shaped and it doesn't really fit on your shelf like those Simpsons DVD box sets. And you crack it open and then it's a Tom Cruise shaped head comic book. 8 pages. What I was going to say there is, does that mean that Tom Cruise was like in a cosplay outfit on the Comic-Con floor, just sort of wandering around?
Or his manager was at the very least, or one of his managers.
I think it was Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
I think it was Tom Cruise in a giant foam Tom Cruise head. As Cole Trickle from Days of Thunder.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Anyways, we've got to talk about the story.
Do we?
Because as often is the case, people haven't seen these.
Yes. How did this do?
It did okay.
All right, interesting.
And warranted a sequel, but not really, obviously.
Yeah, okay, right.
So what is the story?
Okay, so it's the future.
Yep.
It's 2077.
He's a real salt-of-the-earth American man, even though America is gone.
Is this taking place in the same universe as Cyberpunk 2077?
I would say so, yes.
Yeah, definitely.
He loves poetry. He loves cabins. He loves drinking from a river. He loves shooting a basketball in a weird way.
He's an American man who's also an American weeb, is what he is. So he has been told some aliens showed up called the Scavengers.
Yep.
There's the land of the Scavengers and the Ravagers. And they showed up and they blew up the moon. And then the humans defeated the Scavengers with a bunch of nukes. And now his job, he's a technician, his job is to maintain all the drones that protect the Earth from the remnants of the Scavengers. But in order to do that, in order to get a job as like a lowly technician mechanic type, you need to get your memory wiped. So he doesn't remember anything prior to this, but he's like, this seems fine.
Yeah, this is good.
This is absolutely, of course, why wouldn't I need my memory wiped before I go down the surface of the Earth and just
Tinker on some stuff.
hack at these things with a wrench or whatever.
And protect these giant machines which are sucking all the water out of the Earth. Which is good.
It's good as far as I'm concerned, based on my memories of Earth, which are none, by the way. But he's also in his free time. He's doing two things.
Yep.
One, he goes down to the Earth and he's built a little cabin filled with like American mementos, and he puts on his favorite American flannel shirt and his favorite American Yankees baseball cap, and he pitches a big baseball to no one or whatever, and he
has a nap in some grass.
He probably pantomimes, puts some wieners on the grill and whatever, and he does that, and he looks at his old books and whatever. Yep. And the second thing he does is he dreams of Olga Kurylenko.
Yeah. He must have seen second Daniel Craig Bond movie.
He probably saw Thunderbolts.
He probably did, yeah.
But he doesn't know why. His memory's erased, so he's like, "Where's this woman?"
I'm already married.
Exactly.
I'm married to a woman who lives in a sky tower.
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't like her, but this is okay.
It's fine. I mean, based on my memories, which are zero, she's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen, except for that mystery woman in my dreams.
Oh, and the woman on the little talk box machine.
Oh, talkbox lady, Melissa Leo, yeah. Andrea Riseborough plays his girlfriend, wife, boss, co-worker, team leader.
Yep.
Woman in being like,
stop it.
We're in love.
Stop it.
Don't think about your memories.
Yeah.
Don't think about your memories at all.
Yeah. Also, she didn't like working on this movie for reasons I will get to later.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's right.
She's in Birdman.
Yeah, she is. She's also in Black Mirror where she strangled a baby or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And then they get the memory from a hamster or something.
Oh, memory.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this. I mean, this, if anything, this is reminiscent of a particular Black Mirror episode. And by that, I mean most Black Mirror episodes. But we'll get to it later. But then, Tom Cruise, he stumbles on a crashed ship and it's got a bunch of people in it, in stasis, including Olga Kurylenko.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's dislocated from my dreams, from my memories that I don't remember. What's going on there? It's complicated.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Yeah.
Anyway, it turns out that he's a clone. And we're just spoiling it.
That's
and
right.
there's a bunch of him and they each protect different sectors of the Earth. Because
but not for the good of humanity.
No! There's a big robot triangle in the sky.
There's always been a big triangle robot in the sky. And Tom Cruise is like, well, that's there to protect us, I think, and do good stuff, as far as I know, based on my memories, of which I have none, because they got erased. By the giant triangle in the sky, I guess, which is fine. I think that's cool based on my memories, of which I don't have any. But he was in a ship. Turned out he was in a ship along with Olga Kurylenko, who is his wife.
Yep.
And they got captured by this ship, which is an alien artificial intelligence that goes from world to world, and it takes all the resources, including the water, which is fine according to Tom Cruise's memories, of which he doesn't have any. And then it captured him, and then it cloned him a bunch of times to...
it made an army of Tom Cruise because he was the best American.
Yeah.
And he helped... The army of him helped take over planet Earth.
Yeah. And the Scavengers, who are just these. The idea, in retrospect, the idea that these guys, they're just a bunch of men in rags, just wandering around. Oh, they blew up the moon, did they?
Yeah.
They blew up the moon with their rifles and their sticks, did they?
These men running around in hats.
That's right. That's right. Their hats and their little steampunk goggles. But anyway, they're actually the real humanity.
Yeah, that's right.
And he has been inadvertently fixing the drones that go around killing all of them.
And not just him, because there's different Tom Cruises in different Tom Cruise sectors.
Yeah.
And one of which he does run into at one point. And it's a good thing because you want to keep the Tom Cruises separate, because if they banded together, they'd probably sort it out, whatever was happening.
They'd certainly sort it out.
Yeah.
They'd certainly demolish all the remaining couches. on Earth. You know,
And shoot Oprah with lightning or whatever. You know,
Yes,
remember that?
I do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, I really like the atmosphere of this and the design elements.
Sure.
Right? That helicopter hovercrafty thing that they made.
A whirly gig.
I love it.
I'm calling it a whirly gig.
Whirly gig. That little bike that he has.
His little folding bike.
Yeah, man, it's
that
good.
He can take on a public transport if he promises to fold it up.
In the behind the scenes that I watched, there's a moment where he stacks that bike, and it is the coolest and least harmful motorcycle crash that I've ever seen somebody take. He fully comes off it, and he just walks away. Of
course he does.
And he turned 50 during the making of this.
Oh, wow.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah. I like his little goggles.
Oh, he loves wearing little goggles, doesn't
He's
he?
got his little Oakley goggles, his little speed dealer motorcycle goggles.
It's reminiscent of his goggles in both Mission Impossible 4 and Mission Impossible Biplane.
That's so true, isn't
God,
it?
he loves finding some little goggles, doesn't he? He likes goggles more than Zack Snyder likes goggles, I would say.
They're the goggliest men in Hollywood.
I like how there's a Perspex swimming pool, much like barbed wire, where there was a Perspex bath.
yeah.
You know, there's some parallels here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a Perspex bath in Bulletproof Monk? Or the other thing we covered? Because we could rebrand this if necessary.
I feel like the Bulletproof Monk video is too long. You don't need 24 plus minutes of Bulletproof Monk talk, Mason.
And yet we did. And we can't take any back.
That's probably true.
We, for national security reasons, we cannot redact any of that. So
Now, this actually pioneered some technology, which is
Oh.
very relevant to Hollywood these days.
Go on.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Is it volume related?
It is volume related.
Oh!
So Joseph Kaczynski, who worked on Tron 2, a movie that you don't think exists.
Correct.
He didn't want to do more blue screen like Tron Legacy. And also, because their headquarters is a big glass building,
Yes.
which they made for real. If you made that all blue and green screen, it would just bounce off every surface in that room.
Sure,
and
yeah.
would make it really difficult to comp out.
I remember thinking while watching this, there's some great sequences where you've got the classic light up touchscreen table or what have you, and the
Ooh.
sun is streaming in, and I'm like, that looks like it could even be real.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
they-
it's not
they
real,
expended
Mason.
some effort.
You stupid idiot.
This
It's not
isn't
real.
This isn't a Marvel movie. They expended some effort. They only had one to do this year. So.
They thought about it and they went, let's do it properly, I think.
Yeah.
So what they did, they took footage from the top of a volcano in Maui, 3 days, day and night, of getting all that up high stuff. Clouds, sunset, sunrise, all of that.
Now that's a Maui Wowie.
That's right. And then they front projected it onto a bunch of different screens. 360, nearly 360 surrounding that whole environment. And then all of that is real. When you're on that set, everything that you see is actually happening in real time, this is kind of the basis of what became the volume.
Interesting.
But that's more kind of actual, for lack of a better word, like television screens.
Anybody involved in the production of this get any money from the volume? When they do the Mandalorian
Yeah.
or whatever, anybody get a couple of bucks?
John Favreau comes to their house and he hand delivers $24.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Just one time though.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
You'd think that'd be in flights and stuff that would cost more, but
It's Hollywood accounting. I
yeah,
wish I could
that's
explain
true.
it to
Isn't it?
you.
Yeah, somebody's making a lot off that, aren't they?
Yeah. So Andrea Riseborough, though, she found it disconcerting because you're filming those scenes and you might be shooting breakfast and a sunrise, but it's at nighttime. But because you're so wrapped in that,
Yeah.
it like changes your brain and just kind of it has you kind of have like a misfire working in
Okay.
that space. But that being said, that wasn't what you didn't like about it.
I was going to say that seems quite.
That's cool and good.
That seems quite minor in the grand scheme of things of terrible Hollywood experiences.
Yeah, there's another thing.
Oh,
She
no.
liked working on it in terms of like artistically, it was very interesting in terms of design, which is what I like about this movie, Mason. And I like the contemplative 1970s sci-fi nature of it.
Okay, sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Putting on your favorite flannel shirt, throwing a baseball to nobody. Yeah, I get it.
that's right. Yeah. So the humans in this, the real humans, they need Tom Cruise because they basically want to do the ending of the first Independence Day, as in put a nuke inside the big triangle in the sky.
So they got to put it in a drone.
Yes.
And they got to send the drone into the big triangle in the sky.
Yep.
But they can't do it by themselves because the drones only recognize Tom Cruise because that's the only dude they know.
Yeah, that's right.
Bunch of Tom Cruises, so they got to capture him. Side note, we got Morgan Freeman as the head of the Scavengers. He's always got a little smirk going on.
You don't like that?
I like Morgan Freeman generally, but he's got a real
Whoa.
he's got a real smirk going on for a guy who's like one of the last remnants of a humanity that was destroyed. He's always like, Tom Cruise, you don't even know what's going on. Humanity was destroyed, Morgan Freeman.
He's got no memories. The triangle took all his memories, Morgan Freeman.
Be a bit more solemn, I reckon. He's always been a bit cheeky. Everyone's dead, Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Grow up.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah.
And you know it's a 2013 movie also because there's a Game of Thrones guy in this, you know? That's how
right.
you really know the era.
He's also in this for a minute, isn't he?
Oh, he's in it, mate.
He's in it for 2 or possibly 3 scenes.
So Zoe Bell.
Yeah, long time Uma Thurman stunt double and sometimes actor,
Death Proof, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, the woman that he unfroze, it was his wife or whatever. And she's like, you're my wife, Tom Cruise, or vice versa.
No, you're my wife, Tom Cruise. That is correct.
But she's not a clone. She's the real woman who was married to him, but he's obviously not the original Tom Cruise.
That's right. I mean, he's the original Tom Cruise, but he's not the original Jack Clone.
No, but he does meet...
Another clue, his name is Jack Clone.
Yes. But he does meet another Tom Cruise.
That's
He's
right.
Tom Cruise 49.
The other guy's Tom Cruise 52.
That's right, exactly. So anyway, Tom Cruise has to go up and blow up the big triangle at the end. And he sacrifices himself with Morgan Freeman, who's got a little smoke about it. They do the ending of Independence Day.
Looks like we're going to die, Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
You're going to die, Morgan Freeman.
But don't you think...
Settle down.
But at a certain point, you're just like, nah, who cares?
Yeah, I guess.
You're just doing it. You're just spinning your wheels, right?
Probably true, yeah.
The big triangle's taken out most things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it turns out at the end, like, because he gets some of his memories back and he's destroyed, it's like, well, there's no more Tom Cruises left, except there's a bunch of them running around.
They're all around the place.
Yeah. How it should have ended did this at the time where there would be dozens of Tom Cruises rolling into that
The whole
that
situation.
cabin and being like, that's my sex baby that I had with you or whatever. That's how Tom Cruise talks.
What term does he use?
That's my sex baby.
I don't think
I
you
did
should-
sex and that's mine.
Oh, I think you should. I don't like any of that.
Speak to Tom Cruise.
I don't want to. But they'd also be like, I got to investigate this big triangle.
Yeah.
You'd be like, then they'd all be showing up.
Yeah, great.
It's weird that none of them showed up. Like they're all like, well, I can't cross the radiation barrier. They all seem slightly rebellious. It's weird that none of them done that before this.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, Morgan Freeman did smugly say this one's different. And I do like how they mess with him in this. They're not just trying to kill him at a certain point. They're like, let's fuck around with this dude a bit.
All right.
Let's see what we can make him do.
Let's put his flannel shirt somewhere else.
Yeah. I think it's quite a satisfying ending though. You know, not the cabin and multiple Tom Cruise thing. They're getting the bomb inside the big triangle.
For
I
sure,
think that's
yeah.
good. Okay, so it's called the Tet.
Yes.
Right? I was wondering, like, because it's never explicitly said what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it artificial life? Was it sent from an organic species? Are there aliens in it?
Right, okay. I think it's artificial intelligence. I think it's a Galactus-style, like, world destroyer. And it wants to... Or like the Borg, maybe?
Yeah, okay,
like it
sure.
wants to extract all the resources from a planet and move on. The Combine
Yeah,
from
okay.
Half-Life.
And I guess it does...
It's just whatever. It's fine.
Well, yeah, there is a definitive answer.
Oh.
But I guess...
I guess we'd have to read that 8-page treatment inside Tom Cruise's head.
So Cinema Blend spoke to Joseph Kaczynski about this, and he
Mm-hmm.
said, my own belief and the consensus among the scientists...
What do you mean your own belief? You wrote this.
His own belief, this is what he believes, he had a dream about it.
All right.
Was that if we ever actually encountered another intelligent life form, it would much more likely be the way that it's depicted in Oblivion than the way it's depicted in other sci-fi films.
Okay, that's very
If there were aliens, it would be the big triangle that I invented.
very modest of him. I think if there were aliens, they would be exactly how I thought, and then they would come to Earth and they would look at my movie Oblivion and go, "Good call, Joseph Kaczynski. Well done."
And F1, you know, I didn't mind that either.
Yeah, that's right. You know,
Yeah.
you got to get the sponsorships. You got to get Joseph Kaczynski.
The time required to travel the distances that exist between stars is so great that organic life forms aren't going to be able to survive that trip. Any hyper-advanced civilization that has the technology to do so will do what the TET does, is going to be a deeply digital life form. It's an uploaded consciousness thing, and they're all within the big triangle. So that's apparently what's going on there.
Okay, all
And I guess it makes sense because, like, it's preserving resources, and it seems to be very stingy with its nuts and bolts that it's giving out.
That's right.
And it's going to use a bunch of Tom Cruises as opposed to build robots or whatever. It's keeping
Yeah.
it at a minimum.
Yeah, cloning is cheaper than a bunch of robots or whatever, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I think also the idea is that humans are resourceful in a way that a robot is not. So there's one moment where he puts on a baseball cap and he fixes a thing with gum. Where'd he get the gum? I don't know. But he did get it.
That's right. Maybe the big triangle gave him some gum for Christmas. According to your traditions, which you don't remember because you have no memories, on Christmas Day, everybody gets one piece of gum.
Do you know what it's time for, though?
What's the time for?
Ob Trivia.
Love it.
Tom Cruise said in...
Not Oblivia?
No.
Oblivia trivia?
Ob Trivia.
Trivblivia.
Once these are done, they're locked in.
Interesting.
You
Well, I'm
can't-
calling it Trivblivia.
Who are you telling that to?
Just
though?
myself.
This isn't even in the video.
Yeah, I know, but I've made an 8-page treatment. where I justify it to myself
Alright.
and the viewers.
Well, it's back in the video then.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Tom Cruise said in an interview while promoting the movie that he watched the movie Obsession from 2009 5 times during the course of production, saying it kept me locked in during those cold shoots. So I'd never heard of this movie. So I'm like, what is the movie Obsession from 2009?
Sounds like an ad for perfume. Is that what he's talking about?
No, it's got Idris Elba and Beyonce and Jerry O'Connell.
Huh.
And it's got a 19% on Rotten Tomatoes.
19%?
I don't know what this is, but he locked in
He seems
5
that way.
times.
Yeah. I mean, he loves movies. He'll find those obscure gems with an Idris Elba and a Beyonce and a Jerry O'Connell. You know?
That's right. Tom Cruise celebrated his 50th birthday during filming. So the director, Joseph Kosinski, gave him one of those motorbikes for the film. And Tom Cruise gave Joseph Kosinski a die-cast model of the bubble ship in a glass case.
All right.
That's good too, right?
How'd he get that? You make it?
I don't know what he's
Got
doing.
a guy to make it?
Yeah, he got a guy to make it.
Wow.
I don't think they share a birthday either. He was just like, you give a gift, I give a gift.
Yeah, right.
And that's the Scientologist
I
way.
made you one of my famous Tom Cruise coconut cakes, but in the shape of the bubble ship. Here it is. And I made one in the shape of the giant triangle. Don't ask how it floats, but it just does. Floating coconut shag cake. Yum, yum, yum.
Indeed. The set of sunglasses, the Ray-Bans that you see, are the ones he wore in original Top Gun.
Interesting.
Apparently. Jack's bike is a Honda CRF 45OX. It's chosen for its minimalist design. And to make it extra light and whatever, it can only hold 1 litre of fuel, which means you can only ride it for 20 minutes at a time.
Well, 20 minutes is all you need.
That's a shit gift. Here's a bike you can ride around for 20 minutes.
Yeah, but that's plenty if you're just in your backyard doing doughies and ripping up the grass.
You
or whatever.
know Tom Cruise's backyard is bigger than a 20-minute motorcycle ride.
Yes, but no, it is. But within that, he's built a little pen. It's called the normal person's backyard. And when he wants to pretend he's normal, he goes in it with his little motorbike and he does doughies. And he rips up the grass, all right?
All right.
Yeah.
Andrea Riseborough, here we go.
Just Riseborough.
Sorry, Andrea Riseborough. I said it right both times, right? The first time and now?
Absolutely, yeah.
Good. Was asked about her worst job ever in a 2016 interview. And she said either shredding duck in a Chinese restaurant or Oblivion.
Wow.
She said, but I think the thing I didn't enjoy about it was more on the studio side. The pressure to look a certain way, and I was never sure where it was coming from. But that was very important to people, how the women looked. That the women sort of looked attractive at all times because that was still the unashamed selling point. So there you go.
Well, I was mostly in it for the big triangle, but that's a good point also.
The Big Triangle liked working on this.
I bet.
Yeah. Until it blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what Black Mirror episode is this like?
Well, it's like the one. Well, I'm a bunch of them, obviously.
Sure.
Anything with.
I'm looking for specifics.
Anything with memory and a chip or whatever, but it's the one where the guy's a soldier and he goes out and he thinks he's killing monsters, but then it turns out they put a chip in his brain, so it's like refugees and he's killing refugees, but he thinks they're monsters or whatever.
That's crazy.
It's like that, except it's memories. It's all the memories.
It's all the memories you've got.
It's also like that one where there's just a werewolf.
Do you think it's like that one?
It's like the one where they're like, oh, we're going to get a photo of this celebrity, and then she's just a werewolf. It's like that. Makes you think.
It really does.
Impossible beauty standards for women, as was previously mentioned.
Yeah, you're right.
You know? You've got to be perfect at all times, even when you're a werewolf.
Now, in terms of box office, on a budget of $120 million, this made $287.9.
Not bad.
It was okay. When asked about a sequel, Joseph Kosinski said, no, you never say never.
To Oblivion.
At one point, I had a sequence, which I wasn't able to do, which was a flashback to a young Beach fighting in the streets of Chicago when the invasion first happened.
Who's Beach?
I think it was Morgan Freeman's character.
Interesting. Smoky Beach.
So young Morgan Freeman shooting a bunch of Tom Cruises.
Oh, yeah.
When I think about a sequel, it almost feels like if there was a desire to do another Oblivion movie, for me the prequel might be the most interesting notion, actually seeing the invasion through the eyes of a young Beach. There you go.
That's right.
There you go.
As opposed to an old beach.
Yeah.
Which is an M. Night Shyamalan thing.
There would be some rights issues with that. All in all, I like the movie Oblivion.
It
Do
was
I
pretty
love
good.
it?
Do you?
No.
Interesting.
But I think it's
well, as a point of difference, I love it then.
atmosphere, you know?
Yeah.
It's got good atmosphere. Good, that black soil that they film in Norway or whatever.
Yes.
They shoot Rogue One and other things at.
That's right.
That's what I enjoy.
Move, beachgoers. Where to get to this black sand? Move. We're filming a sci-fi thing, I think.
I like this more than F1.
Interesting.
But not as much as Maverick or Tron 2.
Interesting.
Yeah. Do you know, Mason, that we love to make videos here?
I think we do.
Yeah.
I think that and I believe that.
And we love...
According to my memories, which are erased before we make each one of these videos. But you tell me every time we love making these videos.
That's true. Well, that's what the big triangle tells me to tell you. So it's just down the line, you know?
That's terrific.
But if you do want to see these videos early, you can actually head over to bigsandwich.co where they always go up early. Here's a hint towards next week.
Oh, it's a whole new series, isn't it?
What the fuck are we doing?
know.
Prometheus and then Alien Covenant, I guess.
Okay, great.
Cool, let's do that.
Great. Sorry to everyone who wanted us to do a movie based on a comic book that was actually a notable movie or comic book, like Road to Perdition or whatever. We'll get to those eventually.
We're coming back.
Yeah. Next time Tom Hanks adapts a comic book into a movie. Oh, he did Here.
Yeah.
Oh, we could do Here, Road to Perdition.
I don't want to hear again, mate.
Polar Express.
Oh, God.
That one where he's Chinese. You know?
Yeah, let's do the one where it was Chinese.
Let's do a whole series where Tom Hanks is a guy and you go, huh? All right.
That's a good title.
Yeah.
Ah.
Ugh. Is he allowed to? Yes.
Oh, he's done it, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's too late.
There's other things going on there, though, not just early videos. There's exclusive stuff. We do video game Let's Plays.
It's true.
We do movie commentaries.
It's true.
We do bonus podcasts.
Not true. Just kidding. It is true.
That is true. We also have a podcast called The Weekly Planet where we talk movies and comics and TV shows. That comes out every Monday, but early at bigsandwich.co if you do want to check it out. But it's on its own YouTube channel. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple. Thank you so much to Ben and Lawrence for the edit.
Thank you, Ben and Lawrence.
We love the movie Oblivion.
We do. We love it.
Well, you said you loved it when I said I thought it was pretty good. I don't know.
I think you love it.
We both love it.
Yeah, we love it.
All right, thanks everyone.
Grab that gem, you guys. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
We're still here, aren't we? Now's the time to end it, though, I think.
Well, I'm on my phone. I'm already on my phone. So I think it is time, yes.
You've loosened your tie and you're on your phone.
That's right.